Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. Today we're having part 3 of the Sassanid Empire campaign in Rome Total War Remastered Barbarian Invasion. And as you can see, the Eastern Roman Empire is at least somewhat on the offensive here, besieging 3 of our cities, but I think we should be in a position to break those sieges. Of course, let's hope this army here doesn't cause us any additional troubles. But, oh, actually they are besieging 4 cities. Let's see if we can break out from here. I think it should be doable. Only problem here likely are those eastern archers. So we still have 4 cities to capture, so to victory. So not that much to go. So I think our main task here is to break the sieges and then conquer Constantinople, the likely 2 cities in the area of modern Turkey, and then Salamis. I guess it's Crete, the island where the Salamis is located. And this rain is not too good for our missile cavalry tactics. So I think our horse archers should be able to do some decent damage while they are moving out here, because they can charge the enemies back. And as you can see, some comitatenses are already falling. And actually this is a rather nice way to take care of these comitatenses. Okay, it seems they are about to try to slow us down, but I think we will try to pursue some of the enemies a bit further away. Okay, and then we have those eastern archers there, with which we need to be careful. Okay, and they are returning fire, so we have staged our welcome here. But at least we managed to do some decent damage to them. And let's bring in the rest of the army. it might actually be possible to beat this army with this missile cavalry alone, but there are some risks associated with it, and I think it's better to play it safe rather than risk it. For example, by staying under missile fire. Okay, so I think those Levi spearmen can take it. And then let's position our cavalry units so that we can flank the enemy, or rather surround them. Okay, and that unit is breaking bad, maybe that could be said. And it seems our veterani are taking a bit of a beating there. Let's see if we can cause these Limitane and Eastern archers to flee. And I don't think you guys should go there at all. And let's wipe the whole enemy army out, because we don't want to have another fight with the remnants. Okay, nice. And I think the cavalry part of this army, or most of it, can move towards Jerusalem and Antioch and other cities that are under siege in the east. So let's retrain those guys. Maybe we could leave some of these camel riders here, and the public order is good enough so that we can move out, and next turn we should be in position to aid Jerusalem. And we are besieging one city here. Unfortunately, we don't have any infantry to aid us. Maybe we could send something from Sinope. It would take a couple of turns to reach Ankara, but let's see. And Tarsus is in trouble, but let's see if we could cause heavy losses to the enemy so that their strength in this area would be quite heavily broken. To do that, I think we need to utilize the city square to the best of our ability. Unfortunately, our position here is frankly quite bad, because the enemies will surround us from practically every side. So, but let's try to put up a decent fight. Best situation for the crossbowmen would be that they can shoot between our infantry units, but that might be impossible. But let's try to maneuver so that we could actually do that. And it's unlikely that the enemy will take any casualties from towers. And we are facing about 6,000 men with 1,000 of our own. So we are pretty much outnumbered, or pretty heavily outnumbered. And I think guard mode will be beneficial so that these guys won't chase the enemies, and doing so break their morale or panic. I think the enemy armies consist mostly of Limitane, so that at least is going for us, because their morale is quite poor. And let's see if we could position the crossbowmen in such a way that they could have clear line of fire. It's also good that there are some peasants in the enemy armies, so that if they break easily, that could actually aid us quite a bit in chasing the armies away. And at least some arrows are starting to fly. It's a different question whether they do any damage or not. Okay. Equites Auxilia. I think these javelins could be more efficient when shot against those, even though those Equites are taking quite heavy beating at the moment. Okay, Hippotoxotai, they shouldn't be a match for units, and then there are another Hippotoxotai unit. there are some Legio Lanciari there as well. And comitatensis too.
Your general has been killed! This may cause panic in your army!
Okay, it seems the javelins have been used up. So the question is, what would be the most efficient place to use them? Let's try to take down those Hippotoxotai and the enemy general. Okay, that Lipintane is breaking. Let's see if we can actually shoot at the back of these guys there. The numbers are clearly against us. Still.
Now attack and break the will of his followers!
I guess we are not getting these ones to rout. Okay, that Limitane unit is wavering. And there are some shaken units as well. I guess this is the same unit. Yeah. Okay, that's breaking. Nice. And what's happening here? These are breaking as well. Okay. So at least we have some more time. Let's try to shoot at those Hippotoxotai. And the question is, should we pursue or should we wait for the enemies to come back to us? I'm afraid that we don't have the strength to break the remaining enemy troops here. So it might be best to wait for the enemies to make their moves. And only after that try to chase them, if that's possible. And it seems the Hippotoxotai are coming to engage us in melee. That's really nice of them. So basically we should have taken down now all enemy generals, or then they are withdrawing or fleeing. And I think we are going to need some punching power against those comitatenses. So let the Bucellary come that way, and archers here. And I don't think you should be too eager to engage there. Couple of eastern archers firing there. And if those comitatenses break, we are in a pretty good spot here. Let's see if we could reposition our troops here a bit better so that the Bucavary can get better shots. And there is another comitatenses unit. Well, at least the comitatenses are starting to take casualties. And I think this Limitane should break rather soon. But the infantry units here are going to need some reinforcements soon as well. One possibility for trying to drive the enemy off is to use this mercenary veteran unit. And let's put those spearmen to the front. Guard mode off for these guys. And since those are breaking there, I think we should try to push this way. So if we can rout the whole army, it will be out of the fight. Okay, it's routing the whole army. Excellent. That's some excellent news. And this army here will be our next target, even though they are quite happy at the moment. Let's bring the veterani to the fight. And let's target those Limitane there. And they are breaking. Those peasants, if they were to break, we should be in decent position here as well. Or maybe this here is a bit too difficult front for us. I guess these guys have a couple of shots left. And then they are just another melee unit. And let's actually bring these guys here. Oh. So there might be a small chance to rout that whole army. There are peasants and comitatenses still fighting. And a couple of decent volleys of flaming ammo could actually break these. Which they actually did. Nice. But of course, it seems it was a bit too late, but not necessarily. So, there was only one Limitane unit left there. And we should form up so that we can flank those Limitane with these flaming ammos. Which our supply is rather limited. Then again, our options on this other side are rather limited. So maybe we just need to engage. And they are breaking. So these comitatenses are standing strong still. At least those Limitane are going. And actually we should try to break that Limitane unit first. And we are running out of infantry. Okay, it was a good fight. Not quite enough, but at least the enemy got a bit more than a bloodied nose, in fact.
Defeat is a bitter taste, made all the worse.
So they shouldn't have too much strength. I think they will go after Antioch once again. But with the stone walls there, we shouldn't have too many troubles. Actually, I think if we had a stone wall here, we could have defeated this enemy army. Almost wiped. Almost all of these enemy armies wiped them out. But I think the result here is satisfactory nonetheless. And once again in Artaxarta, a new family member. And of course he will be sent to the front. And it seems we have right away an opportunity to recapture Tarsus.
Who shall die this day? He's a dead man. He's dead. I can't do that, sire. Moving to position. He shall be extinct. He's a dead man. By your will. Sire! My liege. March! Sire! Prepare for battle!
And I think we should be able to break this siege. And I think we should actually make one trireme in Sidon so that we could move against Salamis quite soon. And once again it's raining.
Cavalry! Units! Fire it with units! Double time!
The reinforcements are here, but will they be enough for final victory?
Units! Units, run!
Heavy cavalry, fire at will! Fire at will! Cavalry!
Units! Double time! Units! Units! Double time!
So there is one unit of Eastern archers. That's problematic. But I think overall our army should be able to stay out of too many troubles.
Units!
If we just play this smart enough.
Units! Double time!
And let's leave these guys in a threatening position as well.
Spearmen! 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 Units! Horse archer!
Let's see if we can break the enemy formations here. And actually I don't want you guys to go so close. And let's hope these guys get some decent shots off the crossbows, so we should be able to do some damage at least to those comitatenses as well. So basically now it's just waiting for us to use up all of our ammunition, and it seems those Bucellari are unable to fire. And those Limitane there are quite vulnerable. And that practically makes those Eastern Archers vulnerable as well. Fortunately, those Comitatensis missiles are flying towards the Slingers. Their loss is not too bad a thing. And I think these guys here could be of some service. And while the enemy is weakening this front here, I think that could present some opportunities for us. So, on the Limitane left there. And it seems those Comitatensis are hacking our troops down here. So let's pull back the cavalry. As long as we are able to do that. And this is quite messy fight, to be honest. And once again, those Comitatensis are causing us troubles. Let's not actually be hasty. At least too hasty. And maybe those last hardcore Comitatensis will break soon too. Okay, nice. I think there will be some survivors, but I won't be chasing them down nonetheless. 78 men, I think the army will be disbanded. Let's at least hope so.
Victory! Orders? March! Sire! Orders?
And actually maybe I should bring
Move out!
the whole army to Jerusalem. Okay, there are no stables there. So basically that's of no use. But we can start to train some biremes here. So we are ready to move on. And here, that's excellent. That veteran unit. And once again, I think I need to auto-resolve, because I have only one infantry unit there. And doing the battle manually would have likely cost me victory, because in this difficulty one mercenary veteran is unable to take on two limitane units. And it seems we need to wait a bit. And we are still missing one city from here. But where on earth is it? So the road should give us some implication. Still, I'm not certain. I think we will send one mercenary archer unit to perform some scouting duties. It should be somewhere there, shouldn't it? It's Corinth. No, Corinth is there. Well, it will be found.
Orders, mighty general, march! Sire, engage the enemy!
And 5 competencies. Let's see if we can take them down. And once again it's raining.
Move at the double!
New troops have arrived on the battlefield! Send them to the point of crisis!
General! Fire at General! Units! General, hurry! Units! Move at the General! Move at the double! Units! Units, run! Move at the double! Units, double time! Move at the units, run! Units, run! Units, double time! Units, double time!
I'm a bit tempted to make a cavalry rush down this hill. Let's see what happens. And of course these guys must be brought to the battle as well.
General has been killed! Now we will see the measure of these soldiers' courage!
Okay,
Enemy flee! Chase them from the field and give them no rest or pity!
that was rather nice. Except some of the enemies got away. Okay,
Victory is yours! And no
let's hope that army got disbanded too. Because fighting against comitatenses is not too Nice. I think it was a bit of a stroke of luck that that enemy general went down on our charts. Without that, I doubt we have won at least that easily.
Mighty general, move out. Who shall die this day?
And then,
Mighty general,
should we try to take back Tarsus? Maybe we can leave it be for a while. Another Eastern Roman army.
mighty general, move out. Orders. My liege. Forward,
And here as well.
sire. My liege. Orders. My liege. Forward.
And still no possibility to retrain cavalry. Okay. So
My liege. Sire. Mighty
I think we will load the ships and set sail next turn.
Orders. Mighty general. Mighty general. Yes, mighty lord. Orders. Onward.
Awaiting your command. To hear is to obey. Yes.
Okay, here, Ephesus. And that's going to be our next target. And I think these guys should be able to keep the city.
March! Engage the enemy! Attack!
And let's see if we can do some additional construction projects, especially to keep the populace happy. And some extra troops wouldn't be too bad either. And I think we have a turn. Okay. So, we have a Berber city
Greetings.
next to us. They would offer us some money. I think we will take it, but unfortunately I think also that we need to retake that city for us rather soon.
We are besieged!
Wouldn't it be ironic if we were to bribe that city with the money they gave us? Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible. Interesting that the Romans get to attack right after starting the siege. So there must be some break in the wall, or then they must have ballistas or onagers. Let's see. And once again it's raining. So they have what? A battering ram. Interesting. Well, I guess we still have to do what must be done, namely use the city center, unless of course our towers are able to burn that battering ram. Okay. That's nice. So we got some breathing room with that defeat of the enemy, but it's interesting that they got that battering ram right away. That shouldn't be possible.
We are besieged.
Ready to sail! Ready to sail! Yes, mighty lord.
Off the boats. Orders. Engage the enemy. Begin the siege.
Ships ready! Yes, mighty lord.
Orders. Mighty general. Attack! Victory is ours, mighty one.
Be quick. Our patience is limited.
Okay.
Mighty general.
Only peasants and some mercenaries, so recapturing that city shouldn't be too difficult. Of course, some extra troops could be helpful there.
Orders. Forward. Mighty general. Orders.
Dear friend.
Okay,
Our thanks.
we can be friends.
Our ships are under attack! Disengage!
Orders. Mighty general.
I serve your will. Unseen.
Who shall die this day? He's a dead man.
Hooray.
By your will. Mighty general. Attack! Begin the
Oh,
siege.
that's rather well defended city.
Sire! Sire!
Maybe I should bring the
Yes, mighty lord.
fleet close by, just in case. So we should be able to beat this army rather easily.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
And soon we can move against Constantinople. Okay, so currently we are having 16 settlements. So we managed to capture a couple of new ones, and at the same time we lost a couple of settlements. But I think overall our position is quite a bit better now than it was at the end of the last video. And I think this is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you will be notified whenever a new video is released. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.